There we go.
Another fun thing is Erin dropped her phone in
a bowl of banana pudding.
Ring, ring, ring. Hello, and welcome to Did You Mean to Say That, the podcast where we did not mean to say that. I'm your co-host, Bobby.
And I'm your co-host, Erin.
Hey guys, happy Tuesday.
Yes, happy Tuesday. I think this is going to be a dark episode.
That's a crazy way to start this off.
Yeah, there's just some dark shit that's been going on that we have to talk about, unfortunately.
Absolutely, but I do have some lighthearted stuff too, so
Me too.
We'll save it and then...
You want to save lighthearted for the end?
Yeah, just to end on a lighter note, the light is coming. That's my first topic. I captioned my Instagram post today, the light is coming, because I wanted Ariana, but like her whole album's about sad shit, basically. I'm flopping. They don't love me.
Oh no, Instagram's done.
I thought that like if you posted on a Sunday, it was like good.
Yeah, me too. It's not.
Yeah, 46 likes. Are you kidding me?
That's disgusting.
3 hours ago. And guys, obviously, who cares? But me.
Yeah. My last post got 74 likes total. Like, that was it.
That's crazy for you.
It's not anymore, though. That's the new norm.
Anyway, so that sucks, but I'm moving forward with my life bravely.
Oh, please, God, don't let us have another boring episode.
I'm a chatterbox.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm ready. I mean, should we just get into it?
Mm-hmm.
As you all probably are aware, because it's going viral, the documentary about Nickelodeon came out.
Ooh, I thought you were going Kate Middleton cancer.
Oh. I mean, Kate Middleton, like, we're all assholes and everyone owes her an apology, including us publicly right now, because our theories were rancid.
Nah, I still don't think her husband having an affair and them maybe getting a divorce, like, I don't think that was far-fetched. Like,
I don't think any of it was far-fetched.
People, like, know the woman's name and shit. Like, he's, like, full-fledged affair, from what I understand.
Yeah.
And let me say this. I'm confused about the articles and headlines being that she's been diagnosed with cancer.
Did you watch the video?
Yeah, because in the video, she says that she had a successful abdominal surgery and they tested the things that they removed and they were cancerous.
Yeah.
And then she specifically says verbatim, so my medical team put me on a preventative round of chemo.
Yeah, but she hasn't done the chemo yet.
If you're doing preventative chemo, doesn't that mean that you don't have cancer?
Well, it means you could, I guess. It means
Right.
you did, and like there still could be some in there.
Yeah, okay.
So I guess diagnosed had cancer, maybe still does, would be a better headline. But it is sad when...
No, it's super sad, and I feel sorry for her and for everyone saying she got a BBL.
Totally.
Because that's fucked up and insane.
That's crazy. And also, like, the narrative, I think, that the royal family has to, like owes the public explanations and stuff, I think needs to be left in this century because, like, everyone was worried and stuff, but, like, she still didn't owe us anything. Like,
yeah.
It must have been hard to be like, thank you all so much for the sympathy because there was no sympathy.
I would have been so mad.
I would have been
if I had
so
to say
mad.
that.
I would have been like, fuck y'all.
Literally. Like,
I have cancer.
Guess what, bitch? I have cancer.
Feel
How do
bad.
you feel now?
Exactly. So
Bad. I feel bad. Sorry.
I am glad that the narrative now is like, oh shit, we're all assholes. Like everyone knows what's up.
Well, I guess that topic's put to rest, and that's that on that.
And I hope she's okay.
Yeah, totally.
Back to the Nickelodeon of it all. The thing is called Quiet on Set, which is
fucked up. Like, that's what and obviously we didn't invent the term quiet on set, the phrase.
But we say it all the time.
We say it all. I literally just posted it on Instagram. Like, I made a boomerang of us as my story and put the caption quiet on set. Mm-hmm. So.
Oh yeah, maybe you shouldn't have.
I know, now it has like negative connotations, but I'm not going to stop saying that.
Right. And they know that we're talking about our podcast, not...
Yeah, I'm not like, love you, Dan.
Yeah.
Like, what
I'm
do you
sure...
even want to say?
I mean, I don't know, because I was just going to say, like, the main points of it, but I feel like everyone by this point has seen everything
If you
online.
haven't seen it, skip over this part, and if you have, follow along.
Yeah.
I don't even... Trigger warning, abuse in general, sexual abuse, anything that you know about Quiet on Set
Yeah.
is what we're going to be talking about.
Yep. Damn, it was dark.
It was really dark. The stuff with his dad was genuinely the most heartbreaking fucking shit I've ever. And I'm so sorry. Like, I know that probably this woman's already blamed herself, and I shouldn't add on to that. But I literally last night was like, I would fuck his mom up. Like, I explicitly fucking told you.
Yeah.
And you let this man drive a wedge between me and my son.
Mm-hmm.
And then that happened. When I fucking told you.
Yeah. Specifically this man.
Don't ever let him. And then within a month, he's alone with him every week. Sorry, girl. It's
All
not
those
your
men are
fault,
going to hell. The one guy with like the different folders of all the girls with their names on them.
Ziploc baggies, you mean?
Ziploc baggies.
Yeah. And then Brian Peck. They never even said how long he went to prison, but it like wasn't long, or he only
He's
got
out.
probation. Like,
Yeah, he's out of prison.
and then they allowed him to work on The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Yeah.
Like,
And
almost immediately
They did
after.
fire him right after because everyone was like, but I feel like they had to have known.
Everyone knows. Like, whatever is going on at the top at Nickelodeon is some dark fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell if Dan Schneider is like a pedophile.
Or just like a work abuser.
Well, that, but he gives me like, I know Jeffrey Epstein was also engaging in the activities, but he just gives me like Jeffrey Epstein like facilitator vibes. Like, he knows that it's going on. He's protecting these men. He's bringing them on set. He's like giving them an opportunity. Like, I know that he knew who that guy, what that guy was on. That Brian Peck was not hiding it at all. Like, he was like, let me take you 15-year-old boy with me and my friends, my group of pedophiles, to Disneyland. Like, let's all go hang out. Let's invite these grown men to your birthday party at my house. The John Wayne Gacy letters and portrait.
Was that the same guy?
Yes!
Peck? Dude.
That shit was fucking crazy. And
It was
that
all
one guy
crazy.
from All That who had like glasses and
Yeah.
I loved him. I like vividly remember
Yeah.
him on All That.
Me too.
He brought in all the other people, and this guy like excitedly told them about it too, and no one was like, what? Hey guys at Nickelodeon, over the weekend your dialogue coach told me that he's best friends with John Wayne Gacy, who raped and murdered children.
And his pen pals with him.
Pen pals with him while he's in jail. What? Holy fucking shit. Like, fostering an environment where when a parent speaks up about things that are going on, like, they get punished, the child gets punished, like,
Ew.
and that's Dan Schneider's set. So I don't care if you're a pedophile or not. You're a fucked up piece of shit.
Totally. Did you see the Ned's Declassified people, like, joking about it and stuff? That was...
Here's what I'll say about that, though. Like, I feel like if we were on live and we were talking about something serious, like, we might accidentally laugh. We
Yeah.
do it all the time.
Yeah, but, like, they were going on. Like, it wasn't just, like, they like, kept joking about it for, like, minutes at a time.
I don't feel like they were joking about it, though. I feel like they were, like, laughing at the fact that they were laughing. Like, us laughing at that man telling you that his
Maybe.
grandma fell down the stairs and broke her arms and legs. Like, I just feel like exactly. Or the clip from the beginning of our last podcast where you told me someone in my grade died and I started laughing. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like,
That's just not what it was giving to me.
Yeah.
And all the people that were in the documentary were pissed. So, whatever.
I just also feel like someone pointed out, like, this is just layers and layers and layers of, like, coping and denial because, like,
Oh, for
they
sure.
think that they didn't experience that on that set, but all they ever talk about is being 15 and being on, like, drugs, alcohol, and fucking each other.
And Amanda Bynes, she declined to appear on Quiet on Set as she felt she had nothing to contribute to the documentary and didn't watch it. Bynes is grateful that the network helped launch her career back then. But, like, she's obviously messed up.
No, like, and people, like, there was an old Twitter account of hers
Mm-hmm.
where she literally said that her boss got her pregnant when she was 13 and she
But
had
I
to
also-
get an abortion, and that her father sexually abused her.
But I also was reading comments about that, and someone said that it was debunked a long time ago that wasn't actually her.
Oh.
But, like, why would... I don't know. So it's up in the air, because some people were like, yeah, it was her. But then they were like, no, it was proved to be this account. It was some, like, celebrity thing. But
It's...
nonetheless, she's messed up, and some shit obviously happened to her, especially because they said in the thing that she was closest with him and was always with him.
Yeah. And he followed her into... He has credits on What I Like About You, What a Girl Wants. Like, long standing. And there's just no way. She's in a conservatorship as well.
Yep.
Well, I think she's getting out of it right now, or it just ended. But, like, that's also kept her from... And her dad. And I don't know if he sexually abused her or not, but I wouldn't put it past him. He was just very involved, hands-on, like, working her like a fucking workhorse to, like, pay his bills. And she probably has, like, NDAs... PR, is in a conservatorship with her dad, who is super grateful for it and would never let her say anything bad about him, because he's probably in like a weird contractual or just power
She probably has
dynamic.
NDAs against her, like,
Left
because
and right.
Jeanette McCurdy said that they offered her like $400,000 to never talk about it, and she declined it. So everyone was saying Ariana Grande probably took it, but also, like, she doesn't have to say anything. Like,
Right.
you know, people just want to hear her story. Like, I don't think people really are like, because she can be supportive in private. Like, I'm sure she was when Jeanette wrote the book and like shit like that.
I'm a firm believer, especially when we talk about like people's sexualities and people like just prying into celebrities' lives. Like, they absolutely have a right to not speak on things. Like,
For sure.
totally. But there's this other part of it where it's like, but if you did, that would be really, 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 really helpful for the survivors and the people who experienced that shit.
Which leads me to believe she's not allowed.
Yes, exactly. Because whether or not something happened to her, like just the clips that they show in Quiet on Set of things that she had to do, there's no way that you don't take issue with that now as an adult.
Oh,
or like
absolutely
there's
she
no way
does.
that you haven't had to like go through therapy for that. And
Yeah.
like, I guess it's out there so you don't have to speak on it, but I don't know. There's a fine line to walk between like prying into their lives and forcing them to make something that's very private, very public, and wanting them to be
Yeah.
a voice.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's like also telling that like the most famous ones
Are the ones
don't
that-
say anything.
Totally.
Because it very much seems like you did have some type of agreement that propelled you into fame.
Yep.
Obviously they were talented too, but
No,
and I
for
think
sure.
that Dan Schneider like did have an eye for talent. Like, he chose
Yeah.
the talented people and like fostered their careers just in a very toxic, creepy, fucked up way.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, well,
Pivoting
Pivoting.
from that into kind of the opposite thing that's still very tied to this is my friend texted me the other day and asked me like how I feel about like exposed culture. We started having this conversation where like cancel culture and exposed culture has just like started as something for good and just gone like way too fucking far. Like,
yeah.
you don't need to post a screenshot of a celebrity sliding in your DMs saying something extremely normal.
Yeah.
And just being like, ha ha ha, look at this, he wants me. Because one, you're going to ruin it for the rest of us. Like, Drake's
Yeah.
never going to message
I
a
knew you were talking
non-celebrity
about
ever
Drake.
again. He literally said, your body is absolute tea.
Which I think is so cute and funny.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Although, I mean, whatever. He obviously was just trying to fuck, and everyone knows what it is.
Of course
But
he
like,
was
if
just
you're
trying to
sliding
fuck.
into someone's DMs, like, I feel like you shouldn't compliment their body first. Actually, I would love if someone said
Me
that
too.
to
Like,
me.
what the fuck?
I'm like, wait a second.
Please. My DMs are open.
Same. And I will
But-
open them.
And you what?
I will open the DMs. Maybe.
Things like Quiet on Set are necessary and need to happen, and there is a space for canceling people to affect their pockets for doing fucked up shit and exposing people to protect other people and potentially hold them accountable. And then there's like this whole other side of it where like no one can do literally anything or say anything without being canceled. Like,
Yeah.
there are just some conversations that should stay private. Mm-hmm. And like, I think about it a lot with like Taylor Swift's ex-boyfriends. It's like they shouldn't be fucking canceled for being a bad boyfriend. Like,
Right.
if you're abusive, manipulative, like, I don't know. There's just like,
Yeah.
people
totally.
make mistakes. People have personal lives. Even like cheating. Like, I don't think that like your career should be ended because you cheated on your
I do.
partner. Oh my
I
God.
really do.
You think your career should be ended if you cheat on your partner?
Yeah.
So you think Ariana Grande's career should be over?
Oh, well, that's different, I guess, because I love her.
Exactly.
But didn't we establish she didn't cheat? Well, she has before.
we have no idea. And
She
been
did.
the other woman, and like people's
Okay.
personal lives are their personal lives. Like, there is a line of like what should get you career ended,
Yeah, I guess so.
and it's, well, I'm not gonna make the line, but
Right.
I have some things in mind.
I think you should get a week unpaid. That's fair, right?
For what?
From your job. Like 1 week, you still have to work, but you don't get paid for that week. Like, well, I guess if you're like a high salary, that doesn't matter.
If you sexually abuse someone?
No, if you cheat.
If I cheated on my partner, you think that my employer should withhold a week of my pay?
Yeah, I think the government should. It should be like a law. I swear to God. I think a lot less people would cheat if there was an incentive not to, other than not being a bad person and losing someone.
There's so many incentives not to. There's so many incentives to. And
To
there's
cheat?
so many circumstances and reasons to cheat, and that's why
Well,
that should stay your personal life. Like, I
think it could
don't
be-
have enough information to judge you in your situation.
Well, then they should go to court for it, like mini court, like cheating court. Like what happened, spill the tea, get both sides, get
on
receipts.
TV, maybe I would watch that.
Absolute new show idea.
Yeah.
It's probably been a show. Probably not.
No, that's a good show idea.
Cool.
We're like a jury of
And it doesn't even have to be just cheating. Like it can be like friend beef or like
relationship court, people's court.
yeah, where it's like not a crime, but like
not
we
like
have to see
money.
who's the
It's
asshole.
not
Like, am I the asshole?
Am
on
I the
Reddit?
asshole, but in court?
Yeah,
I love that. That's a great idea.
we should do it like on here.
I don't know if any jury would ever reach a verdict, though.
I would. Well, you would have one judge and they make the call.
No, you have a jury of your peers. Otherwise, this is stupid.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But it'd be funny to hear everyone talking about
I know.
it.
It'd be incredible.
And then we
This is,
could like
such a good idea.
we could like mail people for jury duty and be like, you have to be on the show.
subpoenaed.
Subpoenaed, if you will. Anyway, let's just don't steal that idea, please.
Yeah, no, that was a great fucking idea.
Thanks. It just came to me right now. You know what we stopped doing?
Text from Mackenzie.
Text from Mackenzie
Or whatever.
or her notes, and also our Did You Mean to Say That of the week.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why we have our last episode, you guys. Some of you have some explaining to do.
For not watching it?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah. Critically low views.
Because like
we have not promoted it, though.
but there's been other episodes that we didn't really promote, and then they have way more views than that. Maybe people are still catching up. Maybe they were busy. But as it currently stands,
With the lack of work that we've put into this podcast over the past 3 weeks, I really cannot hold our audience accountable for this.
I guess so. I'm just mad.
Like, we literally,
Yeah, you're right.
I posted like one clip. Speaking of holding ourselves accountable,
I
you
tried.
need to make it one of your 3 to do something.
Was it the magic trick? Is that what you're talking about?
Girl, I can't even talk about the magic tricks.
Is it about therapy? Because that was the last thing I was Googling.
No, I mean, you need to make it one of your 3 to promote our podcast.
Oh, okay. Well,
5
that's
times.
this week because I did all of the things for this week.
You did?
Oh, wait, not the magic trick. But I will tell you about the magic kit. I forgot. And then today I opened it and it's so complicated. But next week, I swear to God, I will have a magic trick for you.
Clip that. I'm clipping that.
And then we can clip the magic trick that I'm going to do on this show.
It doesn't even have to be a big one. Like, just
No, I know for sure. It was just I didn't
Something-
have time to. I was having issues today because I got this new drink at Starbucks that they were promoting, the lavender oat milk, whatever.
Matcha.
And I forgot that like oat milk still makes my stomach hurt. I think, or maybe it was something else in there, like the cream or something. There was dairy in there, which I guess oat milk isn't dairy.
Nope.
So something was in there, but it was the lavender one. It was not great.
Was it the matcha with the lavender cold foam?
No. It was iced lavender oat milk latte.
Have we talked about the fact that I cannot perceive lavender?
What does that
that's
mean? Like
it.
you can't smell it?
I cannot taste it.
You could have in this.
Ooh,
I
no,
swear.
like at all.
That's
like
weird.
So the old coffee shop that I used to go to, this is how crazy it is. He made a drink that was lavender mixed with something else, and the combination tasted like Fruity Pebbles.
Interesting.
And because I literally can't perceive the flavor of lavender, which we found out, it just tasted like the one syrup to me. Like I couldn't even taste like
weird.
the combination that they made. And literally, like, he was saying it tastes like Fruity Pebbles. Everyone was saying it. The person next to me tried it, and they were like, yeah, it tastes like Fruity Pebbles. And I'm like, it tastes like vanilla to me. And then we looked it up, and it's kind of like a cilantro soap thing. Like, it's like a genetic mutation that you can't taste the flavor of lavender.
That's crazy.
But I can smell it. But now I'm wondering, like, does it smell like how I think it smells, or does it smell different?
And there's no way to know.
There's no way to know.
Oh, that's spooky.
I know.
Well, it wasn't very
freaky.
good, so you're not really missing out. I will never
I wasn't
be
going to
returning.
get that one.
So yeah, I was dealing with stomach issues, and I did not learn my magic trick, but...
I accidentally gave myself 5, which was a mistake.
Okay.
But I did 3 of them. So
Oh, my
that's a
other one was to
success.
take an Instagram picture, and I did, and
You
it's
did. It
flopping.
was so good.
It is a great pic.
But it's good. I worked out twice. Mackenzie and I are working on something, and we're having what we're calling together time. And I put down that I was going to do that once, and then we're
Together
also
time is
listening
so
to an
fun.
audiobook, and I said that I was going to do that twice for 30 minutes, and I did.
What'd you listen to?
It's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and it's one of the best books I've ever read.
Cool.
I highly, 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 highly recommend it. Like, it is,
I'm going to text that to myself.
I think it would be life
Was
changing.
it The 7 Husbands of
Hollywood,
Evelyn Hugo? The 7 Habits
of highly effective people. I actually don't have any light topics. They were all dark, and I'm out of topics.
Okay. Well, so the other night I was DJing at the Flock, and it was like pretty busy for a while, but then eventually like most people left, and it was just like this group of girls. One of them requested a Backstreet Boys song, and I was like, yeah, like
Totally.
sure. And then another girl from their group comes up and was like, will you play a Nick Carter song? And I was like, do you mean like a Backstreet Boys song, or like does he have solo music? And she was like, no, like solo. We are Nick Carter super fans. He was supposed to be in a convention down here. I flew here from Canada, or drove, whatever. And she's from this place. Like, they were all a group of friends that didn't live near each other. Super fans of Nick Carter specifically, from the Backstreet Boys.
Aaron Carter's older brother.
And she was like talking to me and Levi, and showed us like pictures of her with him, and how his team was like DMing them like how to make it up to them for the convention he didn't show up to. And they kept
the convention.
I forget, she told us.
What?
And they just kept requesting, what's his name, Nick Carter songs, and they were obviously so bad. Every time she asked for one of the songs, she gave me a 10. I made like $40, $50 off them alone.
I'm so freaked out by this.
It was baffling. Like, it's one thing, like, we're Swifties and we're friends online, like, because she's Taylor Swift, but like Nick Carter is not a hill I'm gonna die on.
What's going on in Canada?
Only she was from Canada.
Oh,
The
my
other
God.
girls were from like Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio. Oh, and then she asked me to play a Lil Jon song.
Hello.
And she said, every time I post on my story, he reposts it. So I'm going to post like that you're playing it on my story. And then I was like, cool, girly. And then like
Lil Jon.
Lil Jon. And then she like kept bringing it up as if like she was like, he'll repost it, like blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't care. This is crazy. She was really nice. We were nice to her, obviously, but it was insane. Levi and I were doing this game the other night of like how many levels away from famous people we are. And I'm friends with Tony Pike, who's friends with Travis Kelce.
Who's Tony Pike?
He's an on-air talent in Cincinnati, and
Travis
he
Kelce?
played for someone. So what's your degree of fame?
Basically knowing Hive Mind. That's the only thing I care
True,
about.
and Tana Mojo.
I've met them both, so there is no degrees. We've just met.
True.
But a guy that our friend used to fuck with has produced songs for Drake.
True, and could get you into the party.
Oh, Will is my...
That wasn't.
Could get... No, not it.
Not the same guy.
Real one.
Okay.
Has actually... my boyfriend's best friend is very well connected, and he knows Ice Spice personally, like, was low-key, like, put her on the map.
That's awesome.
So that's my claim to fame, is knowing him.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mine actually just might be that Tana Mojo definitely, like, knows who
Loves
I
you.
am. I don't know if
about
she
it all the
loves me.
time.
I think she does.
I think she literally said ILY.
Yeah,
like,
true.
recently.
That's the last thing she said to me. I'll hold that forever. I fucking love her. Oh, I forgot you have no more topics. Okay, so speaking of Tana again, I want to steal this bit they did. Mm-hmm. They were talking about, like, men that you know that would definitely push women and children out of the way on the Titanic.
Me.
Well, you're not a man, so
Oh.
you would already have a lifeboat. Unless you were poor, in which case you would drown in the bottom of the ship.
Right.
I think he's going to be really mad at me, but I feel like Levi might if I weren't with him.
Push women and children out of the way.
I don't know. The pushing is what gets me.
I just, like, gotta be so real with you. Like, I don't care about that. Like, I don't mind that. Like, survive. Secure your own face mask before others. If
Yeah.
the threat is drowning,
Yeah.
bitch, I'm punching everyone in the face to get out of there. I don't give a fuck. And I'm gonna be in therapy for years afterwards thinking about it, but I'm not drowning.
Yeah, but think about it. Like, this is the 20s.
I can't frame my mind that way.
Yeah, that's true. We weren't there. But
But to just, like, try to frame it as, like, societal standards is just, like,
well,
they
this
were
wasn't.
stupid societal standards.
So you're saying, like, you don't care. But the question was, what guys do you know, like, would do it? And I was just kidding. I don't think Levi would do that.
I don't either. I just don't know him that well, though, in terms of that.
Because we've never been on a sinking ship together.
He seems like a really nice guy, though.
My favorite birthday party was my Titanic party.
Yeah, mine was my NSYNC when I was, like, 8.
Hell yeah.
Who? I don't know, and none of them are going to know any of these people.
Oh, true. Well, they were saying, like, Matt Rife would.
Oh, like, people like that, of
It can be
course.
anyone. It can be celebs.
Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk,
Yep, for sure.
Kanye.
Definitely Kanye.
Drake, in his final moments, would be trying so hard to get some pussy that he would be like, go ahead, sweetie.
Yep.
That body's absolutely tea.
I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh,
Ironically.
100%. Like, have anything else to talk about?
I don't really either. There's some stuff I wish I could talk about,
Yeah,
but we can't.
that always seems to be a topic, too, is like how we wish.
Come to our live show. Just kidding.
We'll air out everything that we've never said on the podcast at
In
the
front
live
of the
show,
people
in front
that
of the
we-
people that it's about.
We fucked up.
Oh, fuck. Well, something interesting, but I don't, like, know enough about it. I meant to do some research, but Metro
Sponsor.
Boomin and Future have just put out an album called We Don't Trust You.
Mm-hmm.
Metro Boomin is said to be beefing actively with Drake.
But we don't know why.
I don't know why. And Future and Drake are frequent collaborators, brothers, if you will, have been for fucking at least 10 years now. More like 15.
Yeah.
The last collab we have from them is on Future's latest album, which was not that long ago. And then on Drake's For All the Dogs, he has a song called What Would Pluto Do? And so all seems to be well. You know, you can hop on a song or an album with someone that someone you like is beefing with and it not be beef.
Yeah.
But the whole album being called We Don't Trust You. First of all, I hate that. You guys
I like it.
It's giving
Yeah,
bitch.
true.
I don't know. And the first song was also giving bitch. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to be unbiased because, like, I love Drake. But, like, obviously, like, I'm very aware of Drake's flaws. And, like, I don't, like, defend him in situations where he's just, like... I don't really ever defend him. Ever. I pretty much always make fun of him. But I love him no matter what. Like, it just is what it is. But in this situation, I'm just, like... Ugh. You guys just sound like little bitches.
Yeah.
To me, truly.
So is it, like, definitely a diss on Drake?
Oh yeah, like Kendrick Lamar is on one of the songs and just has a full verse dissing Drake and J. Cole.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because in First Person Shooter, J. Cole says, who's the GOAT? Is it K. Dot or Aubrey or me? And something about, like, we're the big three, like, we started a league. And Kendrick says, fuck big three, it's just big me. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
Clever. I got chills.
no, it's great. It's a really good verse. Kendrick's one of the greatest of all time. But
For
so
sure.
is Drake and so is J. Cole. So I don't know. It's just very interesting. And to me, it's just really bitch made to put out a whole 17-track album just like dissing a guy you don't like.
Yeah.
Like, grow up. I don't know.
Speaking of Tortured Poets Department's coming out soon.
I don't even mean it like that.
No, I know. I liked them, but they were all very the same.
One note.
One note.
And I feel like if they had put out like a 7 to 9 song project, it would have been really good because they could have cut some of the fat.
We say this all the time.
I say this all the time.
Cut your albums down.
Especially when it's just like an album. Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes Metro Boomin puts out albums like very much DJ Khaled vibes where it's like every song is so different. There's so many artists on it. Like, it's lit.
Which is one thing.
And that, like, make that a little longer, sure. But, like, this collab album where there's some features from, like, other people, but they're not, like, all features. They're not all different. Like, it's just very much, like, you could have cried about Drake on 10 songs, and that would have been better.
There's, like, a line between cohesive and just, like, full.
And boring.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
This is just very monotonous. We get it. You hate Drake.
Yeah.
But they had The Weeknd on there, which I just think is so
Ooh,
petty and crazy.
That is petty. I love The Weeknd.
And Travis Scott's on there on like 2 songs.
Interesting.
Which is interesting. But there's no fucking way they're beefing. Like, he literally has a full head of Travis Scott come out on tour with him.
Yeah.
Like, and it just hangs there while he performs Travis Scott songs.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Maybe
Very
they just did the songs
interesting.
and he didn't know it was going to be like a Drake diss album. Like he just did songs for their project and they were like, yeah, we're going to keep it.
Yeah. I never know with him.
I don't know anything about him. I've never heard him speak.
Travis Scott?
Yeah.
Oh, you should watch the Astro World documentary. It's
Oh, yeah. I
life-changing.
forgot about that. I really want to, actually.
It's so good. Like, Kanye has said things about him, too. Like, when him and Kanye were in the same fucking family and they're supposed to be, like, brother-in-laws or whatever the fuck they were.
Right.
He got on, like, songs and albums with Drake, who Kanye was actively beefing with. And, like, Kanye tweeted about that shit. So, I feel like Travis is just, like, I'm just trying to make music. Can you guys, like, shut the fuck up?
Right.
Like, I'm on drugs.
But you know Nicki's pissed that Ariana reposted Meg Thee Stallion listening to her song.
I didn't know that.
You just know she's sick.
I think that Ariana maybe has come to her senses and is drawing a line in the sand and is like, oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
And I could see her just, like, slowly not replying anymore.
Yeah.
And just being like...
Which is so funny. Chelsea sent me this thread last night of, like, a history of Billie Eilish and Bad Baby's, like, relationship.
That's amazing.
And how, like, they used to be super close and how now she's done interviews where she's just, like, I don't know. I think her team, like, probably won't let her anywhere near me now. So that sucks. And I'm just, like...
I definitely... Same with, like, Tana and Billie. Like, they were friends. I think Billie just got big.
I mean, she followed her, and I think she used to comment on her stuff and, like some stuff.
Yeah.
But then she literally posted that she was engaged to Jake Paul, and she commented and said, yikes.
Yeah.
And then unfollowed her.
Which is hilarious.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
And she was very vocal about all the influencers that were going to, like, Saddle Ranch during COVID. Like...
So was Ari. She, like,
Right.
made that comment. She's like, do we really have to go to Saddle Ranch?
Do we?
No.
No.
We didn't listen to the Olivia Rodrigo song.
Okay, let's do it right now.
Okay, I'm obsessed with Obsessed by Olivia Rodrigo.
I have not heard it. I have not heard any of the...
So
bonus
I'm
or
going to
whatever
play it for her in
tracks.
full, and then she's going to give her reaction.
Yeah.
Fire.
Wow, that was
Dude, I'm
so
obsessed. I'm obsessed.
Good. I will say, girl crush walked so that could run. Wow.
Yeah.
That was so good. That's my favorite genre of music, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
And I don't
Pop
care.
punk. rock.
But, like, I don't care what genre it actually is. Like, if you start screaming and the instruments get so loud that it hurts, I love it.
And I love that contrast with, like, the verses that are, like, super catchy and poppy. So good.
So
And the other
good.
songs on the deluxe are good, too. Take a listen.
I for sure will. I love Olivia Rodrigo, so don't have to tell me twice to check that out.
Totally.
And it was one of my 3 things this week to discover new music for 3 hours, and I only did it for 1 hour. So if I listen to those songs, that'll get me like another half hour, 40 minutes.
Great.
Yeah, and
Send me anything that you like
I sure will.
or that you think I'll like.
My Discover Weekly. We've talked about how fucked up it is on here for the first time in like 10 fucking years. My Discover Weekly last week was bomb. It
Hell
was
yeah, brother.
so good. And for a moment, I was like, am I accidentally listening to Viets again? And now I just like it. Like, what's going on here? But it was mine, and they did a great job, and I'm so fucking happy.
That is incredible.
Mackenzie and I listened to music for like 4 hours the other night, and I think that like changed.
Your life.
Like, no, well, yes, but my Spotify,
Oh, like the
it
algorithm.
made it get it. It was like, oh, this is what you like. And I was like,
Yeah.
I've been trying to tell you that.
That's dope. Levi and I have a Disney jar.
Yeah.
And it's just like a glass jar in my apartment. And like we'll throw like ones in there and stuff like leftover. And we're like,
Ones for Disney.
they're mostly ones. But it's been going on. We have like $50 to $60.
Cool.
Which is better than nothing.
That'll get you half of a one-way ticket.
Yeah, which is great. That's
Amazing.
we're halfway there.
Yeah.
For one day to go to Disney.
We're one of you.
No, stop yucking my yum.
I think it's so sweet. I'm just yucking their yum for being so fucking expensive that no one can go there.
It's stupid. I never posted my Disney vlog, nor did I post my interview 1 year apart vlog.
Cool. I never posted my birthday vlog. I fear that this was a boring episode.
I don't think so.
Cool.
I was liking the vibe.
Cool. I need you to watch Love is Blind. Like, it's not
I've just
fair
like
to
seen
me.
it and I hate it.
It's just not fair to me that like I can't talk about Love is Blind on my own podcast.
You can.
It's just gonna
okay.
be so dumb. Like, I
Well,
want
like-
to have a conversation about this season.
So I need to watch it this season.
Yeah, like everyone needs to
Are
watch
they
this
all
season.
out?
It's taken the
Or is
world by
it, like-
storm. I've said this so many times, but I literally want to make like a book club, but for Love is Blind, where we meet up after every episode and we talk about it.
And hang out, watch them together, and then talk about it that night.
Yeah, well, I'll have to do it next. I mean, me and Mackenzie did that, but like I just need like more community.
Okay. I'm
It's
sure
just
some people watch it.
they do. Everyone does.
Oh.
Literally, except for my friends.
I think I will. Because here's the deal. When I tried to watch shows like that back in the day, I feel like a lot of it like triggered me for reasons we don't need to get into, I guess. But now I don't care about anything. Like, I just thought like the skeeziness of it all, and maybe I was jealous of their hot bods and like just
The
everything.
skeeziness.
Like when people cheat and stuff, it was triggering. But now I feel like I could watch it because I'm happy as a clam.
Totally. I think you should definitely.
Okay, I'll
work
watch
through
it.
that more though.
But when's the new season coming out?
Like next year,
Oh.
everyone is talking about this season. Like, it's all over TikTok. Like, I think this is the most like. Well, last season was crazy because they tried to do a live reunion and it failed. Like, it didn't come out until like the next day. Like,
I remember
everyone was
that.
like waiting online with their snacks. Like,
Mm-hmm.
people
With
got
their
babysitters. Like, like it was crazy.
We all have stuff going on.
So that was like kind of, you know, very pop culturally relevant. But this one, I just feel like they're more on TikTok and like people are like talking about it more on TikTok, like their
Okay.
theories and like what's going on and like reenacting the cup. Oh my God, it's just so funny and it's so
Okay,
crazy
I'll
and
watch
it's so
it.
fucked up.
I'll watch it.
It's so,
I'll watch-
so good.
I'll watch it.
And it's tough to watch. Like, it's so cringe at first. Like, it is so cringe. Like, you're just watching people talk to each other through a wall, and so much of that part is scripted. Like, our camera died. But I do think that they genuinely get to know each other in the pods. And, like, I do think the experiment's real. Like, I think some people go on now for fame, but, like, Some of those, like, there's a couple from season 1 that at this point was like 7 years ago that they're married and like having kids.
That's beautiful.
There are several of them that are like that. They actually, for the last reunion, they actually brought all the couples that are still together and like had them be like the audience, and they asked them questions and talked to them and stuff.
Aw.
Some of them are so cute. Some of them are fine.
I'm gonna be like so into it. Like next week, I'm gonna rent pods, and that's how we're gonna do the podcast, like talking to each other from the pods. Well, speaking of, I went to tap back into American Idol because I was like, oh, they're probably past auditions by now. No, they're not. The last episode, like this past week, was still auditions. I was like, I'm not watching that. That sucked. They did like 4 auditions per episode, and the rest was like stupid shit.
That's crazy.
Like, give me the top 12. Let me vote.
It's time to vote.
It's time to vote.
We do need to tap back in when they start doing that, because that was the whole
That's
thing
what I was
that
trying to
wanna
do.
vote.
I was gonna like tap back in, and I'll wait, I guess.
Ugh. Yeah, no, the auditions of American Idol were brutal. Like,
Yeah.
so boring.
So boring. All right, love you guys.
Okay, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, share.